Gamebred boxing number 4. It went down, man. It went down. Shot out of the dark. Didn't know anything too really much about it. Early promos and poor Daly's fight had some well, he had some issues himself coming over, so that fight was cancelled. It'd been nice to see him unload. But overall, let's just go and give it a score. Let's score the event. Where do we go? Where do we go? It was an interesting event. Um, I'm gonna go for a 6.5. I'm gonna go for a 6.5. Now let's recap. Let's recap the main card down. Didn't watch the prelims. Pace of the fights were pretty good. Anthony Pettis defeated Roy Jones Jr. by majority decision. And what do we say? What indeed do we say? It was an 8 round fight, 3 minutes, and Pettis put in some work. He's a flashy kicker, etc. Striker. Only had the ability to use his hands with those huge pillows on them, etc. Roy Jones Jr. in his formative years should not be boxing anymore. In theory, should have put it on him, man. He shouldn't have let this gone to a decision, but he's in his 50s, I believe. And so that's what we got. He gave the first 3 rounds away, and it wasn't only until I think it was the last round till he actually started to kind of go for it. It was interesting to say the least. And there's loads of people saying, I guess it's the boxing guys saying it was a robbery and what was going on. I guess because it was a hometown hero in Anthony Pettis. He got the victory, etc., etc. I don't know about all that stuff. That could have potentially played a part in it, of course, hometown advantage. But yeah, no, I don't really see how you could have Roy Jones Jr. winning that fight in any stretch of the imagination. Now, I'm far from a boxing aficionado, but yeah, no, it is what it is. Vitor Belfort and Jacare Souza. I think they're taking injections and stuff, potentially. Good back and forth, man. I thought Victor would have took out Jacare after those 2 knockdowns and stuff. He was giving it to him, man. He was feeding him. But, credit to Mr. Souza, who historically, towards the tail end of his MMA career, had a questionable chin, should we say. But he took it, man. He took it. His boxing acumen or his boxing skills were, I would say, no disrespect, non-existent. Those sort of hook punches he was doing constantly was just silly. He had the jab occasionally, but yeah. It was entertaining though. Very much entertaining. It started off real slow, I will say that. It started off real slow. Commentary, they were trying their best. Very much, and as they're supposed to do, I guess, but my you, not Sean Porter, the other you was very colorful in the description of the fighter, should we say. Apparently, Vitor Belfort is the most highly decorated striker in MMA and all this kind of stuff. MMA has evolved, young sir. He he definitely did some things when he burst on the scene in early years, but when we talk about strikers, we don't. No one necessarily would mention Vitor Belfort as a premium striker. But he did his thing. Congratulations, he got the win. Jose, the King of Rio Alzo, took on Jeremy Stephens, and it ended up in a majority draw. I expected them both to go for it a little bit more. They were definitely trading. They were definitely trading. I think Aldo bloodied up Jeremy first. Got the old crimson leaking out the old nosage. Mm, I actually got Aldo winning that, but it is what it is. What would have been good if Mr. Gamebred himself, aka the Running Man, if he would have mixed this event up and he would have put Jose Aldo and Jeremy Stevens in as a for a kickboxing or Muay Thai bout, that would have been so much more interesting. I don't know. We're missing a trick here, promoters. Why isn't Jose Aldo doing kickboxing or Muay Thai front bouts? Forget MMA. Let's see him do his striking, man. He's falling in love with boxing and all that, but let me see him kick them legs and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, overall, a pretty interesting cards. Pretty interesting cards. Gina Mazany defeated Pill Gonzalez, majority a decision. Um, one fight I missed was the B Nguyen, who defeats Andy Nguyen. Now I'm thinking that from the poster, that B Nguyen looks like the B Nguyen from who fought in one. I didn't know she wasn't in one anymore. Could it be? Could it be? Someone please answer the question in the comments. Could we have twins, two girls who look very similar with same name, in combat sports? I don't think so. So what's the news with B Nguyen? How come she was able to attend and participate in said event? Interesting. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Adios.